Picture this: one calm Hollywood legend, one polite sentence, and suddenly Prince Harry is staring at his life choices like a man who just realized the map he followed leads straight into fog. No shouting, no scandal sirens, just Kevin Costner quietly closing a door, and somehow that soft click echoed from Santa Barbara all the way to Buckingham Palace. Quick favor before we go any further. If you are enjoying this kind of sharp royal storytelling, tap that subscribe button and click the notifications bell. It costs nothing, takes a second, and it truly helps royal top stories grow. Thank you if you did. Now, back to the show. Kevin Costner is not the sort of man who chases headlines. He is Hollywood old school, reputation polished over decades, privacy guarded like a national treasure, and influence that does not need to announce itself. So when word spread that Costner had made it clear Meghan Markle would not be attending his private charity gathering in Santa Barbara, people paid attention. This was not gossip dripping from a tabloid page. This was a boundary, drawn calmly by someone who does not draw lines lightly. The setting matters. Santa Barbara and neighboring Montecito are not just pretty postcodes with ocean views. They are the velvet ropes of American elite society. Discretion is the dress code. Legacy is the currency. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle did not choose Montecito by accident when they left the United Kingdom in 2020. It was a statement, a bid to enter a new world of influence, built not on titles, but on trust and long-standing relationships. Costner's annual charity event sits right at the heart of that world. It supports first responders and mental health initiatives, and it attracts people who value substance over spectacle. An invitation is not about glamour, it is about credibility. So when Costner reportedly declined to include Meghan, it was not a social snub, it was a signal. Access denied. Here is where the tension sharpens. Costner did not hide behind scheduling conflicts or vague excuses. He spoke about personal boundaries and associations he wanted no part of. No drama, no character attacks, just a firm decision. In Hollywood, that kind of restraint carries more weight than any public feud. When a man with nothing to prove steps back, others take note. Now, let us rewind briefly. In 2023, Costner, Harry, and Meghan appeared together publicly at a charity event. On camera, it looked smooth enough, polite smiles, shared space, a neat visual for the press. Off camera, the mood was reportedly stiff. Think of it like a dinner party where everyone behaves perfectly, but nobody relaxes. Behind the scenes, industry whispers suggested the pairing was encouraged rather than organic, driven by agency interests keen to place their biggest names in the same frame. Fast forward to 2024 and the picture changes. Harry attends Costner's event alone. Meghan is absent. Officially, there were explanations. Privately, observers noted the shift. By then, reports circulated that Meghan had hoped for a more prominent role at one of the events, possibly even sharing the stage. That request, according to commentators, was politely declined, and just like that, the warmth cooled completely. By 2025, Costner appeared done with quiet choreography. In an interview ahead of his charity gathering, he addressed the situation directly, calm, measured, final. Public relations experts immediately recognized the tone. This was not negotiation, this was closure. Psychologists would call it a boundary set after prolonged pressure. Hollywood simply called it serious. For Prince Harry, this moment lands differently. Harry has spent years redefining loyalty, cutting old ties, and trusting new narratives. Seeing someone like Costner, respected and independent, quietly distance himself forces uncomfortable questions. Was this just about one event, or was it about a pattern? When doors close in elite circles, they rarely slam. They simply stop opening. Across the Atlantic, the ripple effect is even more delicate. The British monarchy has been trying to project stability in a modern age. Every association matters. Costner's words reopened conversations that many hoped were fading, blending Hollywood discomfort with lingering royal unease. Importantly, no accusations were made, no evidence presented, yet the power of the moment lay in who spoke, not how loudly. This is where modern celebrity culture shows its sharpest edge. Fame can open doors, but belonging is earned slowly. Titles may attract attention, but they do not override unspoken rules. American elite society values discretion above all else. Push too hard and the room goes quiet. That silence is not empty, it is judgment. For Prince Harry, the real shock may not be rejection itself, but what it symbolizes. The promise of a new world, free from palace constraints, was built on the idea of acceptance. When respected figures choose distance, it challenges the story he's been living inside. Loyalty, ambition, and image suddenly require reassessment. And let's be clear, this is not about shouting scandals or internet rumors. It's about how quietly power operates. Costner did not attack. He did not explain every detail. He simply decided who belonged in his space and who did not. In doing so, he reminded everyone watching that influence without restraint eventually meets resistance. So here we are with one calm sentence creating a crack that runs deeper than any tabloid headline, not because it was dramatic, but because it was deliberate. Sometimes the most powerful moments aren't loud, they're quiet enough to make you listen. Thank you for watching Royal Top Stories.